Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to our flash session at brokerage event. My name is Jarosław Piekarski. I'm the NCP for Poland for the industrial part of Cluster 4. And I have a pleasure to lead the session of today. Okay. We'll start this session with welcome addresses from Mr. Hello, Emil. Switch off your camera if you can. And with presentation of NCP for Industry project and Enterprise Europe Network, who are co-organizers. And next we switch to 5 flashes that were submitted to this session. Okay, so let me introduce you, Diego. Sorry, it's the Italian name. Diego.
No worries, Jaroslav. I can say it by myself with the correct pronunciation.
Okay, and I will switch to his presentation just now.
So, okay, so can I switch the slides, or it's up to you?
I will do it.
Thank you.
Okay. But okay, and I have shared this presentation still.
No worries.
This here. I have some kind of technical problem just now.
If you want, I can share it if I'm allowed.
No, I will. Okay, maybe try to share it from your computer, because I have a kind of log just now. I don't know what happened.
Tell me if you can see it.
Yes, we see.
Okay, so thank you very much. So I will present briefly myself and the project NCP for Industry, which is one of the 2 organizers of this brokerage event, together with EN. So I'm Diego Collitore. I'm from APRE, the Agency for the Promotion of the European Research in Italy. And APRE is the coordinator of NCP for Industry. That is the project of the Cluster for Industry NCPs. So Cluster 4, as you know, is quite complex because we have 3 big areas that are digital, industry and space, and the European Commission decided to fund 3 different projects for these areas, which are Idealist, NCP for Industry, and Cosmos. Probably you already know that at the beginning of the week, the 16th and the 17th, there was the brokerage event for the digital calls. Yesterday it was the day of the calls for space, and today we have the brokerage event for industry, organized by, as I said before, NCP for Industry and EN. So the objective of these 3 networks is to organize event trainings for NCPs and stakeholders, and even to, let's say, provide tools for the 3 thematic areas. Please switch off your microphone. Thank you. And also to, let's say, share knowledge and good practices among the different, the industrial communities. So what is NCP for Industry? Is a European funded project, of course, that is the network of the national contact points for Cluster for Industry, and is the main structure to provide guidance, practical information, and assistance on all aspects of the participation in Horizon Europe, from like the topic interpretation to a review of your proposal. So let's say we have different services that we are going to see a little bit more in deep. We are 17 NCP organizations from 17 countries. That can be European member state or as a Europe associated. And we started almost 1.5 years ago Yes, we are almost at the middle of the project. Main objective of the project are to establish a consistent level of national contact point support services across Europe in the field of industry, of course. So to provide services to everyone who wants to apply to the industrial topics, to promote Horizon Europe Cluster for Industry opportunities among the different RNI communities, and stimulate knowledge transfer and cross-fertilization among a wide diversity of actors and industrial stakeholder group. Indeed, we organize different events as the brokerage event to, let's say, animate the research innovation communities. We have different target group, of course, because the project is quite complex. At first, for sure, there are the other national contact point of cluster 4, and then let's say our main target for when we talk about stakeholders are for sure the industrial actor that wants to apply to Horizon Europe, and then of course RNI community and newcomer and potential new actors, because we don't talk only to people that are used to Horizon Europe, but even to people that want to apply for their first time to a certain topic. So we provide different services to different actors. As we said, we go from SMEs to large enterprise, from academia to research organization, from profit to public administration or even consultancies company. So we try to cover all the ecosystem of the cluster for industry. Which are our services? So we provide, as we said before, different kind of services. We can let's say help you when you are let's say in the phase of the conceptualization of your project through a pre-proposal check. We can give you like legal and financial advices. Or on administrative procedures. We provide services reviewing a full proposal when it's almost ready for submission. We provide trainings to other NCPs or to clients, to stakeholders, private stakeholders, and all our services are free of charge. You can easily find our project news events on our website, but also on our social. We are on LinkedIn and Twitter, on YouTube. Also, you can find also our past events, the recordings from our past events. At the moment, we are organizing quite a lot of opportunities for applicants. Today is the first day of the brokerage event. I think Yaroslav will inform you about the long-term brokerage event. Today, let's say, is the main day, but this opportunity will continue until the deadline of the 7th of February. There are also other brokerage events organized by other NCPs. For instance, the second one you see on the 27th of October, there is the EU brokerage event on key enabling technologies in Horizon Europe that is organized by French and German NCPs. On the 16th of November, we have a brokerage event organized by our Turkish colleague that is called Towards the Green Future, the European Green Deal brokerage event. At the same time, we are organizing important info days with the co-program partnership, namely Process for Planet, Clean Steel, and Made in Europe. So we are, let's say, setting the dates, and you will find very soon the news on our website and socials. please, if you have an idea that you think is suitable for an Horizon Europe topic, you can use this tool that is the pre-proposal check ideas. You can just submit a kind of abstract, put some information, and you will be contacted by an NCP of the project to provide you some assistance and give you some tip on your idea. But soon there will be also the full proposal check. This tool is quite important. It will be the first time for NCP for industry, and we will provide experts to the applicants to review their full proposal. So when it's almost ready for submission, but even here information will come soon on our website. With these slides, I can say hello to everyone and good luck for this brokerage event. I will give the floor to Yaroslav again. Thank you, Yaroslav.
Thank you, Diego, for this presentation of our project. And now I'm invited Marios Roidis, who will introduce you to Enterprise Europe Network Services.
Should I share my presentation?
Yeah. Okay, it is.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Yes, so I'm Marios Zoridis. I'm from Greece, the National Documentation Center. We are part of the NCP for Industry project, but also we are part of the Enterprise Europe Network, which is about the world's largest support network for small and medium enterprises with international ambitions. Next slide, please. As I told you, it's the largest support network, and we can go to the next slide. Here you can see some of the ways that some of our achievements actually, which have helped some SMEs. We provide information services and training sessions. We try to innovate. We help them to innovate. And these are just some figures, but we will see them in more detail in the next slides. Next slide, please. As I told you, we are. You can reach us in more than 40 countries worldwide through our 450 network partners. And next slide. Here you can see some of the countries that the Enterprise Europe Network has existence. It's in all the countries of Europe of 27 and some more other international partners. Next slide, please. So here is the approach that the network tries to go through to the clients. We are talking about a client-centric network with where we provide tailored services, and we do have expertise since we're a worldwide network. So we have experts from all the countries with great experience and resources. Next slide, please. So here are some of the support services that we provide to the companies, to startups, scale-ups, and other organizations. Next slide, please. We bring innovative ideas to commercial success and build the business resilience to future challenges of any company and any organization. We help to develop new products, services, and business models such as supply chain disruptions, etc. Next slide, please. We help companies and we guide them towards more sustainable business models. Next slide, please. We try to empower the resilience of small and medium enterprises so they can they can be able to adopt new challenges and to be more resilient. Next slide, please. We help one of our greatest roles is the business partnering. We introduce companies to we try to find the right business partners and provide them with customized advice on EU rules and intellectual property rights. Next slide, please. We tailor digital solutions to its business needs. Next slide, please. We ensure businesses have the right access, and they are able to access the right tools and sources of finance, and we help them with to thrive in international markets in Europe and abroad. Next slide, please. As I told you, we give specific advice on EU single market, and we enable businesses to benefit from the opportunities of EU single market. Next slide, please. And through our actions, we try to for the companies to become more international. Next slide, please. And as I told you, we provide guidance to startups and scale-ups through high-end tailored support from our advisors. Next slide, please. Here are the areas of expertise. You're going to have to press next slide, please. And keep clicking. Yes, thank you very much. Here you can see some of the sector groups that Enterprise Europe Network is about. As you can see, we cover almost every group of business. There are 15 sector groups that they cover every ecosystem. All these we support them through client-oriented activities. We try to connect them with the ecosystem stakeholders, and we provide policy feedback. Except from these sector groups, as you can see, we have 10 more thematic groups that they're more horizontal. They're also network oriented, and they try to connect with all the thematic stakeholders. Next slide, please. So here you can see some of the priorities and the activities of EN as we discussed before. Next slide, please. So here is the composition of the network. We have private and we are organization from private and public sector. There are regional governments or development innovation agencies. We in the consortiums there most of the parts are economic chambers and research institutes, as well as professional associations. Next slide, please. Here is how we try to communicate the network and all the services that we provide. We are active on our social media. We have a public website where you can also see the platform with all the requests and offers from businesses and universities and other organizations that are looking for a cooperation. We have a lot of success stories with international cooperations, and we have some thematic animations that we post them and we try to communicate them. Next slide, please. So it's about an open network where we promote the coordination, we promote the synergies and the cooperation through the organizations and companies in order to increase their work. And I'm sorry, because there's also another talks in the room, so I get a little distracted. But we can move to the next slide, please. So here you can see all the services. We try to make synergies with all the other Europe agencies and projects and stuff like this, and we try to put into this network all other ecosystems. Next slide, please. Here, so if anyone, you can follow us on our social media, and you can get in touch with its network partner in your country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marius. And if you have any questions, or please do it on the chat. And also, thanks so much for this presentation. So we'll switch to next part, to the flashes. I will switch off this presentation just now, and we'll change to our flashes again. Okay, I will put in on this here. Okay, this one. Okay, hope you can see the presentation. So let's move to the first presentation by George Suciu from Beja company. George, can you switch on your camera and microphone?
Yes, hi everyone.
Yeah, so we are inviting you, the floor is yours. I will switch your slides.
Thank you very much, Jaroslav, for this opportunity. So I'm George Suciu Jr. I'm the R&D and Innovation Manager of Beja. Maybe you can go to the next slide. So Beja started in Romania in 91. Now we are around 100 people. Most of us are engineers. We have also offices in Austria and in Belgium, and we address the topics on the twin transition. We have already some experience in these topics and also ongoing projects. So next slide, please. As mentioned, we have R&D department that has good experience in time-critical IoT, so industrial IoT. We call it telemetry, and we also work with different innovative services related to artificial intelligence, blockchain, data spaces, and security. We have good experience in integrating different industrial protocols and information technologies, as well as working with natural language speech processing and large language models. So already experience in over some 100 R&D and innovation projects and over some 5,000 commercial projects. So the main idea, next slide, please. Yeah, the main idea is to have intelligent and natural language, let's say, communicant systems for manufacturing to enable the digitalization and transition to the Industry 5.0. We already have such a running project called Atma Transformers. And we want to build on the results of this to further develop IoT solutions to optimize the production and improve also the carbon footprint, the resource efficiency in the whole supply chain. As such, we intend to use different cutting-edge technologies and the digitalization should help use cases, so manufacturing companies to transition to the Industry 5.0. Next slide, please. Well, we are looking especially for a use case provider that can be manufacturers, but also technology providers, knowledge providers, software providers. They can be a type of small and medium enterprises, but we are open also for large organizations, universities, also accelerators or digital innovation hubs, if they have experience in this topic of digital twin transition and also automation and digital twin experienced engineers. So next slide, please. These are the contact details. Here is also our B2Match profile. Feel free to reach out. There are also several other colleagues from our team. Yeah, waiting for questions or comments in the platform or here in the chat as well.
George, thank you very much for this presentation. If you have any question just now, please write on the chat. We can try to address it. If not, please contact George during the brokerage. You can still arrange, suppose, additional meetings. Thanks so much. Let's shift now to the second presentation. We have the presentation from Kazakhstan that will be provided by Yerbal Subbekov, if I could pronounce.
Right.
Yerbal. So Yerbal, please switch on your camera and the microphone. We can hear your microphone, and let's go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Greetings to all participants of this event. Here is the project for the consideration, which is called Extended Laboratory Tests of Heap Leaching Technology for Low-Grade Tungsten Ores of Upper Kayrakty Deposit, which we would like to apply for the grant competition in the following area of Horizon European Union program, technologies for processing and refining of critical raw materials. So next slide, please. So let me just introduce shortly about the enterprise itself. So Northern Kartbar Limited Liability Partnership is a subsidiary of a national mining company, Tauken Samruk. The company has licenses for 2 tungsten deposits in the Karaganda region of the Republic of Kazakhstan, which are the Upper Kayrakty and Northern Kartbar. Mineral resources of the deposits amounts to 1.3 million tons of tungsten trioxide. Both deposits are capable of producing tungsten ores by open pit mining method. The company is a wholly owned subsidiary of Sovereign Wealth Fund Samruk Kazna, which manages a holding of state-owned assets in Kazakhstan. Northern Kartbar has developed a technology of heap leaching of poor tungsten ores and has tested the main process steps in laboratory conditions and plans within the framework of European Union funding to expand the scale of testing to obtain a baseline data for the technical and economic evaluation of the technology. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yeah. No, previous slide. Okay, yeah. Here's it. So the existing technology allows economically profitable processing of ordinary ores with a tungsten oxide content with more than 0.15%. the lack of technology for processing ores with low tungsten and bismuth content leads to the classification of significant portion of ore as of balanced reserves, thereby increasing the stripping ratio, which in turn worsens the economics. It's planned to improve the sustainability of the economic indicators of the Upper Kayraklı deposit and development project and achieve the sustainable development goals by involving poor and off-balance ores in processing by heap leaching to produce tungsten and bismuth compounds. That is main products, magnesium, potassium hydroxides, and byproducts using the ion exchange and membrane technologies that ensure a continuous production cycle. The success of the grant is guaranteed by the results of the preliminary studies. Next slide, please. So now we're planning to involve European Union companies in the development of the Upper Kayraklı field and are looking for grant partners interested in the project's products. The technology involved the recycling of wastewater by membrane methods and invites EU companies with competencies in membrane methods of wastewater utilization, which includes ultrafiltration, diffusion dialysis, bipolar dialysis, to jointly apply for the grant. To assess the project's ecological footprint or environmental footprint, we need partners who can address these issues within the requirements of the grant. And finally, we hope for interest in our project and for future cooperation. Thanks for attention. Yeah, this is the contact details if you would like to contact and have some questions regarding this project. Thank you very much.
Yerbal, thank you very much. I can't see any question just now on the chat, so let's switch to the next presentation, which will be held by Eva Knoch from Austrian Center of Industrial Biotechnology. So Eva, the floor is yours. Please switch on camera and your microphone.
Okay, yes, thank you. And thank you for a chance to present ACIP. So my name is Eva Knoch. I'm responsible for EU project acquisition at the Austrian Center of Industrial Biotechnology. And at ACIP, we are experts in different areas of biotechnology. So in relation to cluster 4, we offer expertise in bioplastic, enzymatic degradation of bioplastics and other compounds, biomaterials for health applications, and also 3D, 4D printing. We have some bioleaching and then a lot of fermentation processes, of course, some also involving CO2 as a carbon source for microbial production of food and feed and biomaterials. Okay, so next slide is already here. This is good. So the Austrian Center of Industrial Biotechnology is a non-profit research institute. So we function as an academic partner in EU calls. We have a little over 200 employees, and we have contributed successfully to several EU projects. And we are positioned at the interface between academia and industry. We have a lot of industry partners as well. And our goal is to kind of bridge between academic research and industrial development for the benefit of society. Okay, next slide, please. So for EU projects, we offer several different contributions. I've listed some here. So we have an experienced and professional communication and dissemination team. We also offer life cycle analysis in the biotech area and have experienced project managers. And what most important is our biotech expertise. And on the next slide, there are details. Next slide, please. Thank you. Yeah, so for cluster 4, our expertise is best aligned with the destinations 1 and 2. And so here we use CO2 and hydrogen to produce different biomaterials. We have a whole array of enzymes to be used for chemoenzymatic processing. We have biomaterials for healthcare, including 3D printing. We have experience in circular manufacturing, and somewhat also in refining, recycling critical raw materials. So this is like bioleaching and removal of plastics from the environment and water. And then finally, we also have some agricultural applications. So a lot of like biomaterials for agriculture. Okay, next slide, please. This was really mine. Yes. So if this is interesting or if you have any questions for me, then please contact me. You see my details here. And that was all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Eva. Let's go ahead. We will switch to the next presentation by Devarian Ramanujan. If I could pronounce Devarian, the floor is yours. Please come in.
Yeah, thanks. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Perfect. If you can switch maybe to the next slide. Yeah, hi. So I'm Dev Ramanujan from Aarhus University in Denmark. Aarhus University is a major Danish university. We are by size the largest university in Denmark and a top 100 university, and very focused on research with researchers, PhDs, and postdocs. We have sort of key strengths for us related to cluster 4 include sustainable and circular design and manufacturing, evaluating sustainability of manufacturing through life cycle assessments and making circularity assessments, but also on developing new materials, on digital manufacturing and digitizing shop floors and collecting data in an automated fashion for doing life cycle assessments, for example, as well as looking at artificial intelligence-driven design manufacturing, including things like design optimization and generative design of products, etc. We have been involved in multiple projects in the past, and to just give you some example, right now we are working on 4 projects which are closely related to cluster 4. Accurate was funded on the previous sort of manufacturing as a service call in Horizon Europe, and CircThread is on Horizon 2020 project, which is ongoing, looking at circularity in the domestic appliances sector. And we also have strong test facilities here in the university. Next slide, please. So what we're looking for mainly is partnership on cluster 4 calls related either to the manufacturing as a service call, but also looking at the circularity in manufacturing call as well. And what we can offer is strong technical leadership, work package leadership, supporting skills development and education. We are sort of sitting in an area in Denmark which has a lot of manufacturing very close to us, including a strong network of SMEs, but also larger firms like Lego and Vestas, Grundfos, etc. And we also host a EDI, European Digital Innovation Hub, linked with our university. Next slide, please. Yeah, so again, really briefly, our expertise is on sustainability and circularity assessment, on decision making, so AR, VR, MR, very closely related to manufacturing and design, digital twin modeling, design for disassembly, design for X, and as I mentioned, AI-based generative design. So we have strong competencies in all these areas, and software, and a good track record of applying them in previous Horizon projects. Next slide, please. Yeah, and these are my contact details. If you want to reach out, please send me an email or connect with me on LinkedIn so we can discuss opportunities for collaboration. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Devarian. Good. Have I good pronounced it?
Yeah, I just go by Dave, DEV, which is, that's why I have it in the brackets.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll turn to the last presentation by Yusel Demir from Kuzgan Aerospace from Turkey. Very interesting idea. I'm not sure if it's matching the calls of this that we are cover, but really it's very nice, very interesting idea maybe for the future. Yusel, can you switch on your camera and?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can see you. Thank you very much. The floor is yours.
Okay. Jaroslav, thank you. Hi everyone. Before start, let me thank to the organizers of this event. It is very important for us. Our project idea is geodesic airframe design and manufacturing. We will address it in transportation 0103, manufacturing as a service. Next slide, please. In fact, our company, Kuzgun Limited, was founded in 2007 and closed in 2015. We are a group of engineers. In fact, we are a very group of idealist engineers, more than 30 years of experience in aerospace and defense industries. We have involved F-16, CN-235, A400, and the most important one is our lighter-than-air vehicle projects. Even though our company was closed, we continue to develop our vehicle projects. We have completed 2 prototypes. Our patent was granted, and we want to establish a new incorporated company. We have some certain experience on UCAS. We have submitted 1 project, FP7 CAS, statics, design, analysis, and fabrication of integrated composite structure with the partners from Romania, Spain, Netherlands, and the United Kingdom, but not funded. Next slide, please. Let's talk about our geodesic airframe design and production. We need always stronger and lighter aeronautical structures. We want to develop light, low-cost airframe with structures made of new generation of composite materials based on geodesic, isogrid, or orthogrid technologies. We believe that geodesic concepts can easily be applied to the new composite air vehicle design concepts. One of air vehicle concepts depends on geodesic design. In fact, we have shared our project idea in the GreenNet partner search tool. You can check it on geodesic aerial vehicle. Next slide, please. First of all, we really need a very experienced coordinator. We try to participate the related events, and we have participated GreenNet brokerage event last year. Our project idea related with the all electrical and hydrogen powered aerial vehicles. Our project idea has been selected for the pitching session also. You can check it on in the following link. The following groups I wanted to participate our projects from UK, Spain, Poland, Turkey, Belgium, France, Germany, Austria. Well, we couldn't find a coordinator. Now, as a result, we need really an experienced coordinator and composite manufacturer. Our goal is to reach low-weight air vehicle design with geodesic concept, which will use green energy sources. So we also need hydrogen-powered engine developers, flexible solar cell developers, electrical motor developers. Next slide, please. You can find the necessary information in the B2Match profile and also on the LinkedIn. And let me thank you, give me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Yusel. I wish you really success in this project because it looks great and really. So be successful in finding partners and finding the support. Thank you very much. It was the last presentation, so we stop the presentation. The slides will be provided at the web page of the event, so we'll link this presentation to the agenda at the flash presentation page. And so let's conclude. If there are any questions, please use this opportunity just now. If not, let's conclude the flash session, and we invite you to matchmaking, to one-to-one meetings. We wish you really fruitful event. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you. Bye.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Yaroslav. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you and bye.
goodbye. Thank you, Gerke.